officer, you assaulted him.
Right. Disengage with what?
See what you just did?
So you think you can threaten a police officer, right?
I
You think that's okay, right? You were standing right there with your buddy, right?
No, he never
I was telling you the whole time.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He wasn't standing
right there.
He's better than me.
I bet take my
Oh, wow. Gonna be all right.
Thank you, Trump. You can now come and check out the monuments, get something to eat, and check out the sites in Washington, D.C. and not get robbed, carjacked, or killed by somebody who looks like me.
Damn.
Well, hi, Jillian. Two sources briefed on the probe tell us that, yes, the Justice Department is investigating whether or not someone or multiple people may have manipulated crime data when it comes to Washington, D.C. crime statistics. This investigation is being run out of U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro's office here in D.C. Also, Maine DOJ, where I'm sitting now and speaking to you, also has a hand in this probe. Again, these are just allegations. President Trump mentioned something about it yesterday on Truth Social and said that there is an investigation underway. Then we were able to confirm that as well from two independent sources. I will note, if you go on the D.C. website, Jillian, it says violent crime is down 26% from what it was last year. But we asked, after seeing a report from a local affiliate here in Washington, D.C., that a police sergeant was put on leave. We asked, MPD said that they could not confirm the existence of an investigation, but not many other details other than to say right now there is a DOJ investigation into the possibility that some of that crime data was manipulated to make things look actually safer than it was.
What incentivized them to do that? Why?
I guess it makes him look like it's getting better.
Yeah, but then that would be crediting Trump. How does that help?
They're doing
I really
that
don't
to
know.
say that it's not a problem, I'm assuming. Like, oh, it's getting better. It's just, Trump doesn't need to do anything to fix it. But obviously, he does.
Because hasn't it dropped dramatically in the last week?
Yes.
Y'all remember when I got on here and I pulled up El Salvador? Ask El Salvador. It works. Sometimes, being nice is not the best option. Okay, doke. So, in the last 7 days, robbery down 46, carjacking 83. Who would be mad at this?
So, yeah, we also saw a stat yesterday that the murder rate in a city called, a place called Deanwood in D.C., which is a predominantly black area where we keep seeing these videos of the police rolling around and they say they're being harassed. The crime rate there, if you take that crime rate and put it on a global standard, it would be the highest crime rate in the world.
Wait.
Yeah.
Higher than Mexico, higher than, it was 86.7 per 100,000 people.
86.7 murders per 100,000?
Yes.
It was 13 times the national average.
Yeah, 13 times the national average.
And we draw the line at arresting them? All right, guys, I have a really, really cool opportunity for you. So there's a 3-day online real estate training. And what we'll learn is how to find profitable deals and make money. And what the coolest thing about this is you don't have to have your own money to start. And plenty of people do this with full-time jobs and families and all. So it doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't take your own money, but you will make money. It's from August 26th to 28th, and you'll get a step-by-step game plan on how to do this. It's done by our good friend named Jeff Rotowski. He's a good guy, conservative guy, Christian man. And there's a crazy stat, guys. 70% of all millionaires did so through real estate. And there's another crazy stat. People who own their own home and one rental property have an average net worth of $1 million. Versus people who just rent their house, their average net worth is only $10,000, guys. So we will all be at this webinar and we're going to be soaking up the knowledge, learning how to do this. And what's cool is this thing is $200, but for our Cartier family viewers, with code Cartier, it is absolutely free, guys. So if you want to learn how to make money for free, come to this webinar. Click the link below, August 26th through 28th, guys. Be there.
Some Democrats are upset right now.
I'm very concerned about that. And not only that, I'm concerned about the way he is rolling that out in Washington, D.C., which is essentially going after young black and brown youth in Washington, D.C., imposing a curfew, saying that if they violate the curfew, the parents could be charged $500, saying that the kids could be detained and arrested. We've tried those policies before. They do not work. And it's my understanding that crime was going down in Washington, D.C. So what is the purpose of this?
I don't see how any regular human citizen who just minds their business all day could be against this. Unless y'all family members or friends are the ones committing the crimes.
But you notice the black people that are for this, They don't sound stupid.
Huh.
The first man was,
Is that, you think there's a correlation there?
yeah,
I would say so.
stupid.
Hold on. But remember, again, we got black people and we got Gus.
Yeah.
So the Gus are upset because
Yeah, but
they
I mean,
getting in
hey,
trouble.
It's just stupid versus common sense on this one.
And I think that black people have common sense and Gus are stupid.
Just like this guy right here. Look.
What's up, y'all? I'm walking to work this morning. I'm downtown, walking from Union Station to my job, the Department of Justice, and I see something beautiful this morning, y'all. Look behind me. See the National Guards? Black dude. A couple of National Guards started. There's another one back there. Both brothers, man. National Guards. Stand up for the country. You know what I mean? In D.C. Love it, man. People, the media try to make you feel like people in D.C. like they're trying so hard to make it a race thing. Let me tell you something. The Washington D.C. citizens, they are so excited. This city been invested with crime for so long, man. To be the greatest country in the world, its capital city, to be as bad as it is when it comes to crime, it's awful. I work downtown. I go to CDS to buy like headphones. Everything's locked up because you're allowed to steal. The kids are going nuts. You get on the train, they're acting up. But now you got the National Guards, man. It's a beautiful scene, man. It's a beautiful scene. You got the hummock. Come on, man. But you also have this. The big old sign that says, F Trump. Right here at Union Station. But you know, these people, man, people like that, F Trump, this and that, they're so oblivious to what's really going on.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
Simple.
people in our comments was even saying, I told y'all, I hate y'all, I told y'all he was coming at the black people after he came after the Hispanics.
I gotta keep it 100. If the black people that are being arrested are criminals and they're being harmed at an alarming rate, or harmed, as you would say, at an alarming rate, or affected, I'm not gonna shed any tears for them. Due to their actions, the rest of us that don't commit crimes and are law-abiding citizens have to suffer. We all get profiled. We all get mistreated. We all get judged because of the actions of a few bad apples. And at this rate, the more you defend them and enable them, it becomes more than a few. And I'm sick of it. I think they need to be arrested. I think the crime needs to be stopped in every city. And I'm not gonna sit here and cry for them.
I just don't see, if you polled America and you asked America, should violent criminals be arrested? I'm pretty sure America would say yes. So if they're black, if they're white, if they're any color, any race, if you're a violent criminal, or if you're a criminal, not even like if you're a criminal, you gotta be arrested.
And one thing I noticed, each black person that talks on here, like on these TikToks and make their videos, they all sound articulate and they all have jobs. That man said he was on the way to his job. The guy that we seen the other day that made a TikTok, he said, oh, I'm a teacher. I got 3 kids. That's why I said I don't even think no political party can say them. Because honestly, if Kamala and Joe Biden did this, I don't know if niggas would be happy about it then. Because y'all advocating for crime.
But I've said it before. Only Jesus can save the black community.
No political party can.
A lot of murders, a lot of innocent children, a lot of innocent babies, and there's nothing done about it.
Man, in handcuffs with no reason.
While much of the effort so
This
far
gotta be
appears to have
Deanwood right
focused
here.
on areas closer to the White House, federal agents have shown up in some high-crime areas of the city, but some residents aren't happy about it.
They started pulling up, just instantly hopped out, started harassing us, put one of my homies in handcuffs, like.
This 19-year-old, who asked us not to use his name, lives in Ward 8 in southeast Washington, which has among the highest crime rates in the city.
Let's look it up.
Last week, he recorded this video showing agents from multiple agencies at this housing complex, where he says he and his friends were simply hanging out late into the evening.
They had firearms, they had their weapons, and we didn't have nothing but just ourselves to protect and make sure everybody was good. They just basically harassing us for real.
People getting pulled over left and right.
I got something to say.
Checkpoints everywhere. I felt like I was in a foreign country.
Nathaniel Long co-owns District Alley, a bar in the popular nightlife area of U Street in Northwest D.C., where social media video has captured crowds reacting to the new checkpoints. He agrees that crime is an issue in D.C., but says the White House won't solve it by force alone.
It's like a takeover instead of like, let's add some aid and let's work with the local authorities.
They always say that. They always say that.
I mean, it's like a bull in a china.
Look at, hey guys, you know I read everything. Read his shirt. Well, I read the shirts.
It's product of D.C. Public Schools.
Well, see where that got you. Well, he owns. I think he's the owner of this. I don't know.
Yeah, he is the owner of
so
this
he's doing good,
restaurant.
but it's just like, why are we against Good police work. You got pulled up on. Sorry,
You can
I'm
own
sorry
something.
that happened. But why are you posted up outside at night?
You can own
Go
something
inside.
and not have common sense.
It says that video where that teen lives in Ward 8, the highest crime rate in the city.
So it's worse
It's
than
also the
Deanwood.
poorest.
So it's worse than Deanwood.
Is Deanwood in Ward 8? Let's find out.
It said Deanwood is South America level.
No, it's not in Ward 8. It's in Ward 7.
Hey.
So the fact that Ward 8 is worse than Deanwood would have a murder rate that's 13 times higher than the national average, a property crime rate higher than the national average, and an assault rate higher than the national average. This place must be horrible. I'm sorry, buddy. Stop committing crimes. It says it consistently ranks as the most dangerous area in DC, and it's the poorest. And guess what it is? Predominantly African American. Well, brothers, we got a problem here.
This is beautiful, man, because sometimes, soldiers, I'm not going to say they just be sitting around, but this is a beautiful job for them to do. It's making the city, and it's a beautiful thing for our tax dollars to go to.
Yeah.
Because now cities are being, this is finna happen nationwide, so it's finna make the city safer. Like, this is what needs to happen. We're not at war right now. We at war with black people killing each other, damn near.
They at war with each other.
So
how
this
are
has to
you
stop.
against? I just don't see how anyone can be against stopping crime.
It says in 2023, it was over 1,000 cars stolen in Ward 8.
Damn.
Over 100 homicides.
Damn.
Over 450 assaults with a dangerous weapon, which dropped to 350 in 2024. Wow.
Damn.
Incidents of theft over 1,000. 900 in 2024.
Yeah, we know. We ain't even.
I could keep going.
We know.
I could keep going,
Hey,
y'all.
The stats prove it. It said carjackings are down 80%. After that, yeah.
Why are you complaining about that?
Yeah,
Do you want
man.
your car jacked?
Yeah, man, it's interesting. They always say they always say this affects black and brown youth, and that's what they're mad at. But they're not acknowledging
They're the ones committing it.
The alarming rate of criminality among that youth. So if you want things to stop, we need to address the criminality among the youth rather than the fact that they're being criminally punished.
It is so simple. America is the softest country on crime. In other countries, if you steal, they're cutting your hand off. And I bet people in them countries are not committing crimes.
These allegations of manipulating crime statistics has been around for quite some time now. It was back on May 22nd that the D.C. Police Union actually put out a press release and made that allegation. Then News 4 began to look into it. And we broadcast and published our own story back on July 18th. And now we've learned the Justice Department has launched its own investigation.
Wow.
Last month, News 4 first reported that MPD Commander Michael Pulliam had been placed on paid administrative leave, accused of manipulating crime data in the 3rd District. Pulliam denies the allegations. In that same report, the chairman of the D.C. Police Union, Greg Pemberton, said the manipulation of crime data was common in the department and done to make it appear violent crime was lower than it actually is.
When our members respond to the scene of a felony offense where there is a victim reporting that a felony occurred, inevitably there will be a lieutenant or a captain that will show up on that scene and direct those members to take a report for a lesser offense. So instead of taking a report for a shooting or a stabbing or a carjacking, they will order that officer to take a report for a theft or an injured person to the hospital or a felony assault, which is not the same type of classification.
Pemberton said when the classifications are changed, they are not reflected in the violent crime statistics. At the time of our initial report, D.C. crime data shows violent crime was down 26% when compared to the same time last year, and overall crime was down 8%. Our report caught the attention of President Trump, who mentioned it at his news conference a week ago Monday, and last night posted to Truth Social that the D.C. Police Department was under serious investigation. But in an interview last week with News 4's Mark Seagraves, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser said the D.C. Police Internal Affairs investigation into changing crime stats was only focused on Commander Pulliam.
I think that what Paul's reporting revealed is that the chief of police had concerns about one commander, investigated all 7 districts, and verified that the concern was with one person. So we are completing that investigation.
The mayor's office today declined to comment on the new federal investigation being conducted by the U.S.
Wonder
Attorney's
why.
Office.
Remember what Charleston said? He said, if you see a group of see a group of people looking a certain way, dressed a certain way, acting a certain way, and you go over there and investigate, that ain't racism. That's good police work.
That is.
Hold on, real quick though. You got a kid. You got a daughter, right?
Yeah.
So if you were with your daughter, right, and your family, and you saw a group of people dressed this way, acting this way, would you want to bring your daughter around them?
Well,
why not?
I'll move around immediately, bud.
Well, is that racism?
No.
Or is that survival?
Gotta survive out here.
Because we all know, what's the biggest threat to a black person? Another black person.
Hey, not at this point, it's not even black people. Black people are a threat to everybody.
Oh, wow.
Just being real. Hey, I said we worse than illegal immigrants.
We are. I
know.
said that. That's why I said, remember y'all said I was crazy. I said, we should deport all murderers. If you murder, deport them. Deport the murderers.
Hey, we see it, guys. This is in 2024. 3-year-olds, babies dying. Another 3-year-old.
And we draw the line at being mean to these niggas.
45 victims under 19 in the last 18 months.
Oh, it's not.
Come on,
it's
man.
not. Oh, it's the problem is the gun laws.
Come on.
Guns are illegal there.
Yeah, you can't have a gun without a license. And I saw that the White House posted that someone was arrested for carrying a gun unlawfully without a license. And people were like, well, what about 2A? His 2A is violated. Yeah, thanks to living in D.C. So now, since he lives in D.C., you have to follow the rules of D.C.
Can you confirm for us that there have been police officers and detectives and members of law enforcement in D.C. who on the scene of crimes have been told, yeah, don't write that one down, or don't add that to the list, or put that down as a more minor offense?
Wow.
Absolutely. That's one of the chief complaints of our members when we go around and talk to them, is that they respond to the scenes of these violent crimes, and inevitably you'll have a captain or a commander or sometimes a lieutenant show up on the scene and advise them to take a report for a lesser offense. One of the things that we see them do often is sometimes there'll be a shooting or a stabbing, and if the victim is uncooperative with the police, which is not uncommon in some areas of the city,
Clearly.
they'll be directed to take an injured person to the hospital report, which is not even a crime at all. It's an incident. Sometimes you'll have a robbery. It'll be reported as a theft. Other times you'll have burglaries that are reported as unlawful entry or thefts. This is something that's been, unfortunately, part and parcel of the police department for some time, and we're very skeptical that these crime stats are accurate.
Wow.
Send them up the road.
This is crazy, man. Now that definitely needs to be under investigation, because I bet that happens in a lot of other cities too.
Imagine in L.A. when every person in the government there, probably not all the police officers, but probably people working in the police department are so left leaning that they don't want to be mean and inflate the stats.
See, this is the problem. Democrats are going to continue to lose because people really care about their safety.
Boom.
Like, that's number one.
Safety, money, and y'all do not know how to handle either of those things.
Like, I mean, that's why the border crossings are low right now. People care about these things, guys.
Crime, economy, gas, eggs, all of these things that people actually care about are being solved. But we draw the line at he's being mean.
Yeah, man. I mean, hey, man, it's pretty bad in D.C. right now. If you just search D.C. on TikTok, it's been a lot of crazy stuff that pops up. They're not playing around, but I mean, hey, it's working.
You can't.
It's working.
Ask El Salvador.
They're everywhere. They're on every corner. Every corner.
I would feel safe. As a law-abiding citizen, I'd feel safe.
Hell yeah.
I'd be happy.
What is he doing?
Walking around with an F Trump flag.
He's a police officer?
No.
We have breaking news right now.
Y'all are just doing this just because
it's performative.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we got some people on the corners arguing with the police.
You assaulted him. Right. Disengage with what? So you think you can threaten a police officer, right? Hey, you think that's okay, right? You were standing right there with your buddy, right? No, he telling you the whole time. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He wasn't standing right there.
He's better than me.
Oh, wow.
Gonna be all right.
I got people charged. This is wrong. You come around here starting stuff. We got data for that story. We got data for it. What you talking about? You come around here. You told one individual, if I catch you.
Yeah, that's the best comment. Why aren't these grown men somewhere working? The people that don't care, that want this, that haven't had families, and they work.
Wow.
So, I mean.
And guess what?
Look at
They're not criminals.
And they want to have somewhere safe to go and things to do safely when they're not at work.
Is that too much to ask for?
Is that too much to ask for, guys?
In America?
Please investigate that DOJ. Please. Because I truly think I really think that they did that. I truly think.
And the stats are still bad. They still rank that high even with this.
Oh, it's getting better. It's still 13 times. Y'all have a district or a city out there with 13 times higher than the national average? Come on, man.
Hey, I respect police officers on another level. They have an
do too.
extremely hard job.
I
Especially black cops. Because they get looked at like us.
Yeah.
Like we just the traitors of the universe.
I think they should get paid $100K.
I think that's like, why is that, they have a hard job.
Yeah.
That is a very, very hard job. You put your life on the line and your whole entire race hates you because you're trying to save them.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let us know what y'all think.